Ladies and gentlemen, let us invite the panelists back on the panel table to continue with our panel session. Also, ladies and gentlemen, Lions and Leos, to let you guys know, there are refreshments back there. There will be bananas and cakes, and also some water and tea for you guys. If you wish to go to the toilet, you walk out, you turn left, and you walk all the way straight until you see a toilet sign. So if you wish to go to the toilet, remember, you walk out, turn left, and go all the way straight until you see the toilet sign. Thank you.
Just now we have heard from Bobby about his sweet memory. Now maybe we can listen from Timothy about what is your experience in Leo.
Okay.
Wow, it looks like everyone.
As Bobby is talking about, he get support from the Lions and Leos all over the world. I think for me, my sweetest memory from with the Lions is actually coming back to my own mother club, because we have this lion who's a lady who had cancer few years ago, and then after a few years, like recently, I met her. I recognized her, even though she got a lot skinnier than before, than last time I saw her. But we sit down and we talk, and I try to know how's her situation. But her first question to us is there anything I can help the Leo Club? I think that's, because for Leo, I think it's really touching. No matter like how far you go in the world, you met a lot of Lions and Leos. When you get back home, the one who's supporting you is actually the Mother Club. So I think maybe I just get a little bit more a little bit is talking about the youth engagement. It's also talk about the relationship with the Mother Club. So I think this is a very important thing for each Leo club to go for. Yeah, that's my share.
我们或许也可以请张吕张总监为我们发表一下，在台湾方面是狮子会是如何与青年们、少年们一起活动、一起互动的。
Okay, thank you. Yeah, fellow Lions, good afternoon, everybody. Okay, why I'm here? I'm not young, but I'm here because in these few years we have do some Lion Quest program in Taiwan. So I have learned so many things from young people, young Leo. So that's why I want to share with you 3 points of my experience. My topics is how good to be a Leo. How good to be a Leo. First one I have to share with you, when you to be a Leo, you will see the future. Your future. You will see your successful future. You will see your happy future. Because you can see from many lions, they have much experience. They have much activities. Then second one, I want to share with you where you can learn this. Actually, you can learn from 3 ways. One is from yesterday, one is from today, one is from tomorrow. Because in Lions Club, you can see the past very good history. Then now we are doing many good things. And also we plan for the future. So you can see past, now, and future. Also you can see from Lions, LCI, and LCIF, just as we saw in the many video as showing now. Also, you can learn from many lions. 1.5 million lions in all the world. Third one, I will explain and share with you why you can see the future. Because service. From the service, you can learn the service. You can do in the service. You can experience the service. This is what you have not because you're young. But from the Lions, from the LCI, you can experience before they are coming. So I will share with you, please enjoy youth, but also please enjoy serve. So finally, I would like everybody follow me. We have the word, okay? I'm Leo. I'll say it once, then you repeat. I'm Leo. I'm good. I'm very good. I'm best. Yes, okay? Okay. I'm Leo. I'm good. I'm very good. I'm the best. Yes. Okay. Thank you. You are our future for Lions. Thank you.
Sitting on our panel today, we also have a very, very young lion, our Lion Van Lin, who is, from what I understand, is a charter president of a local Lions Club. Maybe we can ask him to share a bit with us on why he take the step to charter a Lions Club and start the service work in this area of the world.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I try to be young, so I dress young like everyone. I am young, but I'm a father of two. I'm 35 years old, but some say I look like I'm 25. Not sure if that's a compliment. Actually, I've never been a Leo, but I did charter a Lions Club. It took a lot of convincing for me to start a Lions Club because Lions is 100 years old, so it could. To a lot of young people, it's boring. But my club has been 7 years. My club was chartered 7 years ago at the OCO Forum, right here in Kaohsiung. It was a wonderful experience, and at first I resisted a lot, so I can totally understand the reasons why it was difficult. It took a lot of convincing, but what really convinced me was to become a lion, you can really learn a lot. For example, for lions, for Leos, we are entering the society, we're entering the workforce. What really convinced me was if we could really, if we could start a club or organize and run a club, then we can run a company. We can be a really good manager. Or we can actually be better than a boss, because being a boss, you pay your employees to do what you want. But being a lion, you don't pay them. They pay to join the club. So if you can lead them as an MPO and with money at work, we're sure you can lead them a lot better than just paying them. So that was what convinced me. Actually, my dad convinced me. And here I am. And that was one side of the story, but the other side of the story was it's easy to make a decision, but it's not easy to start. Why would Lions want to join you? Why would these... My Lions Club was special in Taiwan because most of us are between the age of 25 to 35. And they have the same question as me, why join Lions? Because a lot of meetings, a lot of sometimes drinking, a lot of dinners. Yeah, fun for my dad. But to answer the manager, I found what captured me in Lions Club. I think for young people, what we wanted was one of the three, well, more than three things, but we came down with three things. We want to have fun, just like Lions, but we want to have different kind of fun. We want to serve, and we want to learn. So begin my Lions Club, I had to make it cool. So I called my Lions Club I Lions, with a little I, Lions. That was 7 years ago when iPhone was starting to get popular. So I stands for information, interaction, integration, internet. So those things attracted them. So we were 7 years and we still have more than 40 Lions in our club, and it's running smoothly without me doing anything. Although I'm the charter president, but the club is running smoothly. So we have a lot of internal sharing. For example, we have Lions from different industries, so they share their expertise. We go out to serve because we want to be empowered. We want to be able to help people. I think that's one of the main things that young people want to achieve. They don't just want to be able to feed themselves, because our parents have to experience that, but we are very, very fortunate. We have everything we need, but we want to do more. So we are a good platform for them to, in Taiwan we donate blood, eyesight, we clean the beaches, so they really enjoy that. So to keep it short, I think Leos they must enter the Lions, because becoming a Lion, the boring part is actually important, because we learn about formality, we learn about how to run meetings that I never knew how to do, and after that, I believe and I think I become a better manager or a boss at work, and that really helped me a lot. So it was all integrated together: fun, service, and learning, work, and service all together. So it's been a wonderful 7 years, and we made a wish that our club has to be, or will become a 50-year Lions Club. We made that wish the first year we were established, and it's already 7 years, and we're really looking forward to that. Thank you.
Michael, we understand your responsibility as the GST manager in the Lions Club International. Is there any particular success stories that you have with regards to the work under your job scope with youth that you would like to share with us?
I think one of the successes that actually could be that is happening is young Lions and Leos in general, when they're doing their service and they're working in the community, when they're engaging with NGOs in a sense and other stakeholders, they're raising up the visibility of our organization to people that would know nothing about Lions, that may not be aware of the work that they're doing in their community. They may not be aware of what a Lions Club is. 5 years ago, when I started working for the Lions, I did not know anything about Lions. It was new to me, and I started working, and I started to see the engagement of young people, the impact with young people, and then 2 years later is when I became a Lion. I wanted to do it for the right reasons, and seeing the impact is what drew me in. But I think seeing the faces of the people in this room, out in the communities and out engaging with stakeholders, would make people understand more about our organization. And I know you, Vice President Gudrun brought up the Leo Forum in New York, where they had that joint session with UN Women. And that was something that we've been working on. LCI has been working on a memorandum of agreement with UN Women to work on gender parity and gender equality. And while we were engaging them, the executive director of UN Women asked us, how are you engaging young people? That was the first thing they asked us, is we want to know that your organization is working with young people, because that's our focus. Our focus is young people. They're the change makers, they're the innovators. We want to see that your organization is doing that. And the Leo Club opened the door to that. because they wanted to learn more about the Leo Club. They wanted to learn more about how we're utilizing the Leos and how the Leos are these change makers and these innovators. And that led to that first seminar at the Leo Forum in New York. And that opens the doors when they see young people at the front of our organization.
All right. At this juncture, is there any question from the floor for the panelists on our topic today on youth engagement in Lions Club International? Anyone, any question to ask? Yeah.
Hi, I'm Kalina, and I would like to ask Leo Bobby, and may I know when you travel around the world, what other of the different cultures of lions and Leos that you see is actually showcase the engagement of the youth and Leo to Lions and LCI Global Framework?
So the question you asked is basically the service projects that they are doing, is it? Because most
Maybe you can tell your club name and your name first. Yeah.
Really? Oh, sorry, my apology. I'm from Leo Club of Hong Kong Host, and my name is Kalina Zheng.
the recent one that I attended is at Leo Europa Forum at the Netherlands. So we actually have the sessions with the special children in the zoo. So we are separate into few groups and we bring them around. And those we can actually consider as the Special Olympics children's. So this one is engaged with, not in the 5 service framework, but it's one of the sessions that we are, LCI is actually heading to, the Special Olympics, as we are the largest funding for Special Olympics. So we get the Leos to, because not every Leos that they know about Special Olympics. Probably in Philippines, yes, in Malaysia, and Hong Kong, I think you guys just started. So this one, when it comes to the area forums, they promote this one to get more people to know about it. So that time that we do it is the interactions with them. So we get to know them better and the way to communicate with them, because different let me think about the word for a while. Yeah, I think later I'll come back to you. Let me think about it first. I'll come back to you.
Anyone else from the panel has anything to say on the question? If there is no any more questions from the floor before we move on. Yes. Before that, you can
Okay.
tell your name.
Understand.
And your club. Yeah.
Yeah. This is Sean from Hong Kong District 303. I'm from the Leo Club of Central, and it is my pleasure to attend the Leo Forum and listen to the great people sharing the great things. And I have a question for Mr. Michael. And then could you explain more on the integration of youth and Leos on the LCI Global Service Framework, especially on our side, we're concerned more on financial part. How can we ground the LCIF ground, something like financial part? Yeah.
So as I was saying earlier, we are going to be piloting grants directly to the sponsoring clubs of the Leo clubs starting in January. So probably at the end of January, these grants will be active. And again, they'll be up to $2,500 for districts and $5,000 for multiple districts. And so it could be multiple clubs doing projects, but these will be directly for service projects around the service framework. So that's a way to get to sort of kickstart service projects. And it might be a good opportunity to partner with the Lions Club and do a series of projects, larger projects. But this is a way to really kick off that service framework. And we also, through that grant structure, because there will be a report that comes back to LCIF, but the LEO department and service activities will also be involved in that. So we want information to be coming back to us so that we can learn from your service projects and help us develop resources to give you and to further build out blueprints and resources for different service projects. You may be doing service projects around pediatric cancer, as an example, that we haven't even begun to map out. So that feedback loop, that kind of like circular loop of information, is going to help us build sustainable resources. And the global service team in the volunteer structure will be the conduit for that feedback loop as well. So the grants will be launched, we would say, by the end of December in the pilot.
Any more questions from the floor? If there is none, I have, yeah.
Thank you. I'm Past Director Patty Hill from Canada. Many years ago, my Lions Club had a Leo club, but sadly, it died. So we're at the point of wanting to start a new Leo club. So I have a question about that. How many of you are charter members in your Leo club? How many charter members? Oh, not so many. Many of you joined a Leo club which was already there, right? Okay. Can you raise your hand if you volunteered and you joined the Leos because you wanted to join? How many of you got talked into it by a